We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender. It's all about the young police from Jamaica. See Young Police Channel. Big up yourself. Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of.
If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, injustice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside this description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police Channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com, where you will see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, man, this is a national appeal. I am appealing to Prime Minister Andrew Wellness, Dr. Chang. This man right here, his name is Derval Lukey Williams, who is responsible for more than 40 deaths from behind prison walls. In Jamaica, I don't live in Jamaica. Something must be done. Either jam the cell phone or jam Lukey. Enough is enough. Yes, somewhere something have to turn off. These men not supposed to be behind prison bars and can't stay behind there and order hits from behind prison walls. You need to put back the jammers in. Now listen to what the warders say, because the warders are protecting this man. Because I have spoken to a prisoner. Is a prisoner who sent me, someone who's in prison, sent me this photograph. Because this man is being protected inside of prison. He have so many enemies. Because he has been killing from behind bars, women, even children. And people, they really want him behind bars. And they want even his two sons now, because it has reached a point where people cannot catch him because he's in prison being protected. It's not like back in the days in the 1980s when Edward Seaga was Prime Minister. When a man will go to prison, you don't get any special treatment. Because as the Prime Minister said, if you cannot live in a commune, in a society and get along with your citizens, with your fellow citizens, when you go to prison, you have to learn to assimilate inside here, and let's see how you do inside here. So if you love to kill and you love to do all kind of things, when you go to prison, that's where you have to learn to fight for your life, one way or the other. You have to either assimilate and adjust, or you just face the music inside here. So this man, he has done more than his time now. This is the first and only photograph of him. I don't know why the police in Westmoreland, why when he was taken there, they didn't take any photograph of this man. None. No photograph exists of this boy. You understand? And this man has done more than his time. As I said to the prisoner, I'd like a better photograph. You know my number, and text it to me. I need a better photograph of this man. I just said that Ballad, that he's trying to buy, try to buy Ballad and him, because Ballad is a man that can hold him by one hand and suck out him ever life out of him. But this boy is the epitome of evil, and something needs to be done about him. So this is a direct appeal to the Prime Minister and the Minister of National Security. Yeah, man, Dr. Orius Chang, something must be done about this man. Immediate isolation for Derval Lukey Williams. Jamaica El Chapo. Prime Minister Holness and Dr. Chang. The nation stands at a critical juncture where the rule of law must outweigh the reign of terror. That young leaders continue to wheel from behind prison walls. The brutal killing of Kerrick and Kenisha Moody in Grangeville, Westmoreland, murders recorded, buried in shallow graves, and weaponized through viral video, bear the unmistakable imprint of Derval Lukey Williams, leader of the King Valley Gang. This man, despite incarceration, continues to orchestrate bloodshed with impunity. I, Chris Porter of the Jamaica Young Police Channel, implore you, as leader entrusted with the safety and dignity of Jamaica's people, to take decisive actions. Place Derval Lukey Williams in a 24/7 solitary confinement, completely cut off from the outside world. Let him stay by himself, with him not even book, him can't get for read, straight darkness, 23 hours, and then you take him out for an hour, and don't let him get to talk to anyone. And when him come out for the hour, the sun's supposed to affect him high, and eventually, you know what will happen. This is how you treat people that is evil. You don't treat them with no love or compassion. That non-existent. We don't serve sympathy, coffee, tea, breakfast, lunch and dinner. Boy like this, you know, as police, when you send him home, you torture him before, you understand? Him shoulder, and you just torture him, and then just like how, and lick out all him two eye them, so when him go try departure on him came see, have use a wide stick. So while Lukey must be treated as Jamaica's version of El Chapo, Derval Lukey Williams is no ordinary criminal. He's the architect of multiple executions, including the film burial of the Moody siblings and the killing of Teresa Nokisha Bailey. His operations demonstrate three alarming traits: psychological warfare by leaking videos of his crimes. Williams spread fear, terror, far beyond the crime scene, silencing communities and reinforcing his dominance. Prison control, he commands his gang from behind prison, aided by corrupt prison warders who smuggle, influence, and act as conduits for his orders. Men with upon murder charge are supposed to get bail. See all a man upon bail for 3 murder and him kill the woman. All them things are wrong. Fear-based governance. His nature alone paralyzes witnesses, ensuring a wall of silence that frustrates investigations and shields his network. Just as the United States isolate Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the Mexican cartel leader, in Mexican security, where he counts ants instead of bodies. El Chapo is a madman right now in an American prison, isolated. He not get to talk with nobody, he not even let him get. And he can't hang himself because there's nothing for him hang himself inside here. The only thing he can do is starve himself to death, and them not a problem with that. Jamaica must adopt a similar measures. William should have no cell phone, no phone calls, no visitors, no human contact, except strictly with monitored prison officials. The Moody's murder, a case study in terror. The execution of Kerrick and Kenisha Moody was not only heinous but emblematic of how gangs like Williams operate. Recorded murders, the killings were a film echoing the brutal propaganda and international cartels. Control through fears. The video release was a message to the community. Cross the gang and you will die. A violent public death, collateral damage, even those tangibly associated with alleged scams, are not spared. Innocence offers no protection. So just like how him killed the girl named Bailey, Bailey is not involved with him. It's just he was involved in a relationship with Bailey's cousin. Bailey's cousin left him and migrate, And it hurt him feelings, so him decide, Mr. take it back, dirty man. So him decide, say, boy, he might kill somebody for somebody we're close, because he want to hurt her. It's all about hurting feelings, men baby. And that's why the man them from town, them say them want them water, them free up the place. Because him is a woman killer, and he must be a rear admiral. Why him not love woman? So the grieving words of their mothers, Stephanie Edwards, reflect the human toll of this unchecked violence. They are my belly pain. My body is numb. God is the midst of everything, and their day is going to come because God is not asleep. Her cries a call for justice, a call to this government must answer. A breeding ground for violence, prison corruption, William's ability to run his empire from behind bars, exposing a dangerous rat within our correctional system. In 2 weeks, he make $10 million from kidnapping. 2 weeks. How that? How on God's earth that happened? You understand? As long as he retain communication, Jamaica's community will continue to bleed. This cannot continue. A bold step forward. What must be done? Prime Minister Wallace and Dr. Chang, history has given you the responsibility to break this cycle of fear and murder. The following actions are not just recommendations, they are necessities. 1. 24/7 solitary confinement. Cut Williams off from all human contact, mirroring the strict isolation imposed on global criminal masterminds like El Chapo. Put him in a cell with put him in a cell with no light, nothing. And by him there by himself, after a while him going to get mad. No make him get to read anything. Because when a man sit down one place and can't do anything, his mind start to wander and then him start to lose it. Mad him. Purge corruption in prisons. Identify and prosecute warders who enable gang activities. They are accomplices to murder. The prisoner them call the three name of the warders them will facilitate this boy, and a prisoner GP already. I don't want to release them name as yet, because I'd ask two other criminal them for send me certain things that the warder them. I mean them picture. It seem like how them have the boy get phone. Them have phone too, but them say them have for them phone for call them girl and all them things and them pitney. Strengthen witness protection programs. Community must feel safe to speak out without fear of gang retaliation. Why this matter? The people of Jamaica deserve a country where mothers no longer bury their children in fear, where gang leaders do not command armies from prison cells, and where justice is not compromised by corruption. Placing Derval Lukey Williams in total isolation is not only a punitive measure, it is strategic strike against the art of organized crime. His downfall will send a powerful message. The Jamaican state will no longer tolerate criminal enterprise thriving under its watch. The time is now. Prime Minister Wallace, Dr. Chang, you have already taken bold steps in strengthening law and order. The people are watching, hoping that you will continue to protect them with unwavering resolve. This is your opportunity to demonstrate that no gang leader, no matter how feared, will ever be above the law. Place Lukey Derval Williams into a 24-hour solitary confinement. Make him count ants, not corpse. Says, break his chain of terror once and for all. That's how we have to do. This man has so need for do. Start count ants. Nothing else. And would I like this boy, yeah man, him supposed to have a wicked life in a prison. He was supposed to enjoy life. So this is an urgent follow-up to the Prime Minister and Dr. Horace Chang. Derval Williams, a domestic terror wheeling power from prison. Yeah man, this boy is a domestic terrorist from animal wheel him thing from prison. You understand? No criminal is supposed to live them way there. No sir. When I believe in that. So the Prime Minister Andrew Wallace and Minister Chang, the recent deadly confrontation in Negril Square, Westmoreland, where 5 suspected robbers were killed and 6 illegal firearms seized by members of CTAC, is not an isolated shootout. It bears the chilling imprint of Derval Lukey Williams, the incarcerated leader of the King Valley gang, who continues to orchestrate violence across Jamaica as if he were still free. The Negril massacre, another chapter in Williams' bloody legacy. On the morning of this confrontation, intelligence led police to multiple vehicles linked to criminal activities. What followed was an exchange of gunfire that ended with 5 men dead and an arsenal of weapons recovered. While the public might see this as just another police operation, the pattern is clear. To those who follow Jamaica's gang landscape, targeted operation, these men were not petty criminals. They were operatives in a larger network loyal to Williams' command. Coordinated movement, the use of multiple vehicles indicated a structured gang operation, not random crime. High firepower. The recovery of 6 firearms underlines the level of armament Williams' network maintained, even with its leader in prison. This shootout is the latest proof that Williams' reach extends far beyond prison walls, enabling him to send soldiers into deadly mission while he sits comfortable behind bars, shielded by corruption and systemic failures. The King Valley gang, a domestic terror organization, with each passing day, Williams mirror the tactics of international drug cartels. He has evolved from a local gang leader into domestic terrorist, employing fear, violence, and propaganda to control communities. He orders hits and rival defectors and innocents alike. He directs robbery and weapons trafficking through proxies. He recruits and manipulates vulnerable youths, sending them to their deaths in operation like the Negril incident. What happened now when most of the youth them got jail in Savannah? They have been recruited from jail. Same corrupt police them now to give the prisoner them cell phone. So as the youth them in a jail, Savannah, cell phone is inside here. So the super in charge of Negril, Westmoreland, him need for, at least 4 or 5 times for a week, just do some sweep. They sell them. And when they catch the prisoner, them supposed to talk about which police and them for charge and keep them out of the police force. Because police them facilitate them to. If we go is corruption, everybody want to eat a food. So this level of organization and ruthlessness warrants treating Williams with the same severity the United States applies to El Chapo. Connecting the dots, Moody's siblings, Teresa, Bailey, Negril, and there's so many other killings. The killings of the Moody's siblings, the execution of Teresa, Nakisha Bailey, and now the Negril Square shootout are not disconnected crimes. They are linked events in a continuous stream of violence that flows from Williams' directive. The Moody's murder, December 2023, videoed executions and shallow graves used as a tool of terror. Teresa Bailey's execution, July 25, 2025, a targeted killing traced back to Williams' influence. Negril shootout, August 2025, armed operatives intercepted 5 dead, 6 firearms seized. Each incident strengthened the case that Williams operates as the mastermind of ongoing criminal insurgency. The role of corruption, enablers of violence. For Williams to maintain this level of command, he is receiving help. It is impossible for an incarcerated man to direct these operations without smuggled phones, the lifeline of his criminal empire. Complicit warder, correctional officer bosun who trade access for money, external networks, associates who execute his orders without fear or repercussion. By allowing him any access to the outside world, the state indirectly enables his criminal dominance. So we are called for a maximum action. Prime Minister Holness and Minister Chang, this is not merely a call for reform, it's a call for urgent action to neutralize Derval Lukey Williams' influence once and for all. Immediate measures required. Place Williams in a 24/7 solitary confinement. Zero human contact except for strictly monitored security personnel. Make him stay by himself. May I tell you, after 3 months, him start to count hands. Him no have no radio for listen, no TV. Him not have no book for read. Nobody can sleep for 24 hours. So him can't sleep out the entire day. So when him do it by himself, all of the criminality with him do, him have to keep thinking over it until him get mad. We are telling you, El Chapo right now him mad. In a prison, maximum prison in America. Ban all outside communication. No phones, no supervisors, no letters escaping the prison unchecked. Purge corrupt elements. Conduct a full investigation into prison staff, aid in his communication. Classify Williams as a national security threat. Treat his gang as a domestic terror group, warranting extraordinary measures. Increase intelligence surveillance and monitor and dismantle his network outside prison. Why this matter? Now, the blood of 5 more men stains our street. These men have been criminals, but they were also soldiers in Williams' private war against Jamaica. Every day remains connected to his network. More lives will be lost. Jamaica cannot afford to let another gang leader become untouchable. Yes, as evil, this man can become untouchable. And we have seen this before from prison. I remember, Black Man and Tesha Miller. We can't afford to have another, untouchable gang member behind bars. So it need to go in a solitary confinement. Prime Minister Warners Dr. Chang, history will remember how you respond to this threat. Will Jamaica continue to allow its prisons to be a breeding ground for terror? Or will it draw the line in the sand and isolate this man completely and the others then we are a threat to Jamaica? We have to do something about it. The world is watching. People are waiting. The victims' families are crying for justice. Now it's time to put Lukey Williams into solitary confinement and make him count hands and walls instead of corpse. Strip him of his power. Strip him of contact and let King Valley gang crumble. That's the only way the gang will crumble. Put him in a solitary confinement. Yeah, man. So, Mr. Prime Minister and Dr. Chang, something must be done immediately about Derval, Lukey Williams and others like him, monsters, who despite being behind bars continue to unleash havoc, mayhem and death upon the streets of Jamaica. These men are not merely prisoners, they are terrorists in confinement, commanding their criminal network as if prison were not another office. The brutal killings of the Mooded siblings, the execution of Teresa and Nakisha Bailey, and the Negril, the confrontation of the Negril 5 were killed and 6 firearms seized, all traced back to the hand of Williams and his network. His orders flow through prison walls, emboldened by corruption, fear and weak containment measures. The state's duty, cut off the snake's head. Prime Minister Dr. Chang, you both have a duty to protect law-abiding Jamaicans from these criminals, architects of terror. These gang leaders must not be allowed to treat prison as a command post. You must immediately enforce the following: 24/7 solitary confinement. Williams and his ilk must be locked away with no human contact, heavily monitored prison staff. No communication, no phones, no contraband devices, no messages leaving the prison through corrupt orders. Purge the prisons. Identify and prosecute correctional officers who are enabling these criminals. They are accomplices to murder. Extreme security measures. Treat Williams as US treats El Chapo. Maximum isolation where he cannot influence the outside world. El Chapo in a darkness account. People and him, nobody know that. I tell you. Lesser from the US. Whitey Bulger's fate. The US federal system does not allow criminals to control empires from prison. James Whitey Bulger, the infamous Boston gangster, was sent to the departure lounge. When the feds decided his reign was over, he was transferred, left vulnerable, and swiftly eliminated behind bars. This was not an accident. It was justice catching up with a man who believed himself untouchable. Jamaica must send the same message to William and every gang leader who dares to orchestrate murder from prison. Your time is up. You will not use our prison to run your bloody empire. Make them feel the weight of justice. Mr. Prime Minister Dr. Chang, you must let these gangsters experience fear for the first time. Right now, they laugh at the system. They eat well, communicate freely, and order hits without consequence. The people see this, and it's erode confidence in law enforcement and government. You must make example of these men. Salutary until they break. No comfort, no privilege, no access to the outside world. If accidents happen behind those prison walls, let them face the same fate they dealt to others. A message to the criminal underworld. When Jamaica takes firm action, isolating Williams, cutting his power, and ensuring he no longer sends soldiers to their deaths, the entire underworld will take notice. They will know that this government does not negotiate with killers. Mr. Prime Minister and Dr. Chang, this is your moment to show the nation that you will not allow Jamaica to be held hostage by imprisoned dons. Do as the American did with El Chapo. Do as they did with Wilty Bulger. Make Lukey and others like him count hands in solitary or meet the music behind prison bars. Jamaica must send a clear and final message. No gangster is bigger than the state. No killer is untouchable. And that's all I say. So we, based on appeal by people who have feel the hands of this boy. So we are right. This is where we are right to the government of Jamaica, the office of the Prime Minister, the most Honourable Andrew Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica. We are carbon copy the letter to Dr. Arias Chang, Minister of National Security, and it's coming from yours truly, Chris Porter, orator and creator of the Jamaica Young Police Channel. And today is August 5th, 2025, at about 10:55 p.m. Strategic isolation of Derval Lukey Williams to neutralize gang influence. So this is my executive summary. This memorandum addresses the urgent threat posed by Derval Lukey Williams, the imprisoned leader of the King Valley Gang, who continues to orchestrate murders, robberies, and terror across Jamaica. Despite being incarcerated, Williams retained operational control of his network, a fact underscored by the execution of Kerrick and Kenisha Moody, the killing of Teresa Nokisha Bailey, and the recent Negril square confrontation in which 5 armed men were killed and 6 firearms seized. Williams' ability to command from prison, exposing critical weaknesses in our correctional system and emboldening other gang leaders to emulate these methods. So I give some background information. 1. The Moody's murder, December 2023. Video evidence show 2 siblings buried in a shallow grave, an act of psychological warfare attributed to Williams. Teresa Nokisha Bailey execution July 2025. Another killing linked to Williams' directive despite his incarceration. Then we have the Negril shootout. 5 suspected robbers to be a part of Williams' network were intercepted and killed by CTAC officers during an intelligent-led operation. This man feels so comfortable in a prison that him still continuing reign of terror. Only if you lock him down, 24/7 isolation, no human contact. Make him start count ants and wall. These incidents confirm a pattern of gangland executions, consistent with Williams' known modus operandi, using fear, media leaks, and violence to maintain control. This man is the threat of domestic terror organization. Williams' operation resembles tactics of international criminal cartels. Mexican cartel example, El Chapo, using of recording, propaganda, and prison-based command structures. Italian mafia, control communities through fear, silence, and corruption. Colombian drug lords maintain power through proxy violence and systemic infiltration. Jamaica now faces a domestic terrorist who is turning our prisons into operational headquarters. Corruption as an enabler. Williams continues to influence is only possible due to contraband, communication devices smuggled into prison, corrupt prison officials acting as messengers and facilitators, a corruption of fear, preventing whistleblowing and internal accountability. Without decisive action, the correctional system itself become an ally to criminal enterprise. To neutralize Williams, this is the recommendation I am recommending. To neutralize Williams and similar imprisoned dons, the following measures must be enacted: immediate 24/7 solitary confinement, like all Blackers and all them guys there. Isolate Williams in a secure unit with no physical or verbal contact with other inmates. Restrict interaction only to vetted security of officers under strict surveillance. Total communication blackout. Prohibit access to cell phone, unsupervised visits, and unauthorized correspondence. Employ signal jamming technology in high-risk facilities. Purge corruption. Investigate and prosecute correctional officers aiding criminal networks. Rotate staff regularly to prevent long-term collusion. National security classification. Design Williams and his network as a national security threat. Apply anti-terrorism law to dismantle his operation. Public confidence measures. Issue a government statement confirming actions taken to prevent further bloodshed. Demonstrate a zero-tolerance stance toward prison-based criminal enterprise. Global comparisons, proven models, United States, El Chapo, and Whitey Bulger. The U.S. neutralize cartel and gang leaders by placing them in supermax prison like ADX, Florence, where they are completely isolated. In Whitey Bulger's case, his eventual death in prison sent a clear message: no criminal is untouchable. Italia, mafia crackdown. The Italian government, 41 bis prison regime, isolate mafia bosses, cutting their contact with the outside world and breaking their influence. Colombia, narco war. Colombian authorities dismantle cartel by combining military pressure, prison isolation, and international cooperation. Jamaica must adopt a hybrid of these strategies to defeat domestic gang terrorism. Prime Minister Holness, Minister Chang, this is not just about one man, it's about breaking the back of organized crime in Jamaica. Derval Lukey Williams represent a symbol of impunity that emboldened others to continue killing, robbing, and terrorizing communities. You have the power to change these narratives. By isolating Williams, cutting off his network, and rooting out corruption, you will restore public confidence, reduce violent crime, and send a message to all gang leaders. Prison is the end of power, not the continuation of it. And it's just sad how this boy I get for continuing terrorist operation. And it's time now to send a message that no, we're not straight to the departure lounge or isolation. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.